Oh, I got it. No more music, right?
No more music.
No more music. Shut the music off. Here, off. And then I got to put these things back on because I forget at the end, and then you won't hear. Welcome, everybody, again. This is the Brad and Squeeze Show. We are live on WVIP 93.5 FM. Everybody is showing up, and it's just me. No other attorneys coming. Spielberg is lost. Squeeze is lost. It's just Brad and us.
It's the Brad and Random show.
And Random Just Us show. So, but the most important part of the whole, name thing is that Brad is here. Yeah. Okay? I think the whole thing falls apart when Brad's not here. Who's going to answer all the questions, right?
That's what it is, Brad.
Right?
Maybe we'll just call it Bernstein.
Bernstein, maybe. All right, 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. Little Nikki, can you turn on the air conditioner over there? It is blazing hot in the studio once you turn the lights on. Do you know how to turn the air conditioning on over there?
I'm going to try it.
You're going to I think you're going to figure it out, right? You press the on button. Oh, she is brilliant! Brilliant, this little Nikki. Somebody came in, I think it was I'm a Survivor came in yesterday, and she was all excited. She's one of our viewers on Facebook. And little Nikki didn't tell me that the woman that I was meeting was I'm a Survivor, so I just met with her. And then she came after me, and she goes, I'm the person, I'm a Survivor.
Yeah.
She watches every day.
Is her first name Amma?
Amma.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. But that would have been great.
She wants to keep her identity.
Her identity is a secret, only to us and nobody else. So, any event, I see, and then at the end, you know who she's most excited to see?
Who?
Not me. She didn't ask if she didn't go, oh, where's Squeeze? She just was all excited. I met little Nikki.
I'm feeling myself.
You're feeling yourself. Yeah. So then little Nikki goes, you know what? I got to get back on the radio tomorrow. I better get back on the radio tomorrow.
I have to. I miss you
What
guys.
they want.
Yeah. So you got to give the people what they want, little Nikki.
I'm trying.
More little Nikki. That's basically it.
Like Little Brad?
No, I'm not Little Brad.
Yeah,
that
Sounds like a children's cartoon.
Yeah, no, Little Brad. That sounds like, I don't know, like, didn't they have like a cartoon like with the Jackson 5, but then they were kids, and then everybody's like Little Michael, Little this, Little that.
That is before my
That's
time.
before your time? He is very, very important person.
Wow.
Very important person.
My ego's a little bruised.
No, you know what it was? Is they wanted to give me the big microphone, and remember, it was hanging. It was hanging over my head, and I felt like it was like I was almost like a fish in water. Like this thing is gonna like bait me, and and then I'm gonna like swallow the microphone. I think I even made fun of swallowing the microphone at one point in one of the shows way back. I don't remember. All these shows kind of meld into one another. Yeah, I know, it's gross. All these shows kind of meld into one another. Like people go, hey, yeah, I'm the guy who asked the question like 4 weeks ago about the marriage, and I'm like,
which guy?
Yeah, which guy? But then I remember after they tell me their story when they come and meet me. But, kind of all the shows meld together. But in any event, so I had this big microphone in front of me, and it was really annoying me because it was standing, like, almost on top of my head.
On your head.
Right. And everybody else had, like, a normal microphone. And why do I have this abnormal microphone standing on top of my head? So then I called in the radio guy to come fix it, and he put it on a stand. But it's still, even though it's on a stand, just like this microphone's on a stand, it's still really big. And, the microphone's almost as big as my face. So it was just making me really uncomfortable that I have this huge microphone that's almost as big as my face, like right in front of me. And everybody else has this nice skinny little microphone. Oh, he is on camera right now.
On camera right now.
You are on camera right now.
I am.
So then that theory goes to hell, right?
Out the number.
Not only did I not give out the number, I didn't share. Let's first share, because sharing is caring. So I'm going to share onto my timeline at Brad Bernstein at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein.
And you're going to like.
I'm also going to like my own show, which I just did. And I shared it. So we're live on Facebook at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. I just shared it to my personal Facebook page at Brad Bernstein on Facebook. I hope that the Link Up crew is sharing onto Squeeze's page. I don't know that for a fact.
We can only hope.
We could only hope and pray. Sometimes that's really all you got left is hope and prayer. And We're also live on YouTube. Is that correct, little Nikki?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh.
No, I like it.
You like it? You like that big bushy fro?
It's actually very soft and
Oh,
moisturized.
this is a small.
No. All right, 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. This show is about helping people, in all honesty. Yeah, we joke around. Yeah, we screw part of this show. Immigration. The second is with being legal, traveling, my family. Does this even make sense? You're saying do-do. I'm saying do-do. All right, we do-do. Yes, we poop all over immigration law. We poop all. That's what basically I'm saying. Handle tax law, immigration, criminal defense. So you can call in with your immigration question. We're back live on YouTube, by the way, at law offices of Spar and Bernstein. Little Nikki fixed the technical glitch. But you can call in with any of your legal questions. This is the time when we put our serious faces on.
Yeah.
The clown faces are off. The serious faces go on.
You gotta do the wipe, like when you're smiling.
Yeah, like this. This is my tough face now. You like that, huh?
That's it.
That's good. Now
It's
I got my
barely tough.
All right, let me do this.
I was amused by that.
All right, let me do this. This is my tough face now. I'm going to be tough.
You sounded like my nephew for a second. You sounded exactly like that. Tough face now.
All right, let's go to Al. Al.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Brad. I'm calling all the way from Turkey right now.
From Turkey?
Yeah. I'm a former client, actually. You handled my green card case, and I got my green card, and you handled my citizenship case, and I got citizenship too.
Great.
One question. Last 3 years, like 3 years ago, I got married to a Turkish lady.
Right.
And I'm in Turkey right now. And the last 6 months or so, I stopped working for a company in the U.S. and I'm trying to come back. But in the meantime, I'm trying to bring my wife with me. So what would be the fastest way and the proper way to bring my wife, my spouse, to the States?
Well, you're not working in Turkey right now, so you don't have a lot of ties to Turkey. And I think if you brought your wife in to get a visitor's visa, they would likely deny her because they're going to say you're bringing your wife to live in the United States. So the best thing to do right now, is to file the I-130 visa petition for her from Turkey into the United States and start the process of getting her a green card. Now, at the end of the case, in about 9-10 months, when she becomes eligible for her green card, you're going to need to provide an affidavit of support. If you're living in Turkey, you're not obviously going to be able to do that unless you plan on moving back to New York without her or back to the United States. I don't know wherever you would be living. So you would need another family member or friend that you have here in the United States to provide an affidavit of support for her. And then you would walk into the embassy with her and say, we plan on moving back to the United States, and they would give her a green card to come. To me, that's the easiest, fastest way, because otherwise you're going to apply for a visitor's visa, and I think you're going to run into problems with that. And then after you run into problems with the visitor's visa, and then you turn around to try to get her a green card, you've already walked into the embassy and been denied once, and now they're questioning everything. So my advice would be just file the I-130 for her right now, and in about 9-10 months she would get her green card.
Okay. Yeah, you were right on that one. So I was coming back to the States, and I was going to go and bring her with me. Actually, right. She's working here for government here. She has a steady job. She wanted to go and apply for a tourist visa, but she got denied. So you were right on that one.
Right. Yeah. Well, so file the visa petition for her now.
Okay.
Yeah. Because because as soon as they saw that she was married to a U.S. citizen, they said, "Come on, you're going to come to the United States, and you're not going back."
No, actually, she's working for government.
I understand that, but that's what they think. I'm not saying what she thinks. What she's in her head. I'm saying what they. It's not what's in her head. It's what is the perception.
Yeah, you're right.
What is their perception? Their perception is that she's coming to live, whether that's true or not.
All right. So one more question: like the K1 visa, or which one is better?
You can't do the K1 because you're already married to her. The K1 would be only if you are not married to her yet. You can file what's called a K3 visa for her after you file the I-130, but quite frankly, The K3 visa is to allow you to come to the United States and wait for your green card in the United States, but the time difference is going to be about 2 months, and it's a lot more work. I don't even bother doing it. Just file the I-130 and get her green card.
One more last question, actually. The thing is that we're going to file the I-30 through the embassy here, or we're just going to go and directly mail it to the Chicago?
You got to mail it to Chicago. Years ago, you used to file directly with the embassy. They don't allow it anymore.
All right. Thank you so much, Brad.
All right. All right. Best of luck, Al.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. All right. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. We had a straggler join us, little Spielberg, a little late. Subway problems as usual. Spielberg?
There was a medical emergency on the train this
Oh, I
morning.
hate those.
But you know what?
I'm going to tell you something. He must have SMG. The old SMG must have handed Spielberg the excuse book. It's the same excuses I heard from the old SMG.
That's why we're friends.
Yes, I see that. All right, 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. The old medical emergency on the train.
Have you ever gotten stuck on the train with a sick passenger? It's
No.
the worst.
It's misery.
Do you want to know
It's a
something
misery.
crazy? One of the conductors came and was like, he was like completely ignorant of the fact that this guy was, having a medical emergency, and I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, you know what? This guy pulls this all the time. He gets like on the train, then he gets called out for not having a ticket, and he has like a seizure or something. He like fakes something, and they like have to call an ambulance. Like
they have
So
to.
that's how he gets out of getting arrested.
That's how he gets out of it.
And he prevents like thousands of people from getting to work on
Yeah.
time.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
I actually got into
That's a
one
genius,
day.
except you didn't really get to where you got to go. You ended up at the hospital.
You
So,
didn't get a ticket.
She didn't get arrested. You didn't get a ticket.
but you didn't get to go where you wanted to go. Did you get on the subway to go somewhere?
Or what if you wanted
didn't
to go to the hospital?
But yes. Well, then why don't you just call 911? But why do you need to go? Why do you need to go? You get on the subway to go somewhere. Like, I'm going to go to the Empire State Building. And then halfway through, you're like, I didn't make it to my destination at the Empire State Building because now I'm on my way to the hospital for the next 4 hours.
Or maybe they don't always take you there.
Just
They
to
just take
save,
you out.
how much is it? $2.50 now?
Well, the
75.
ticket is what's the
$2.75.
problem.
Exactly. Yeah, the ticket of not having the train ticket.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why I said
The
just
fine.
spend the $2.75.
Yeah. I
Just
mean,
have a seizure.
yeah, exactly.
Or have a seizure.
The guy is very smart. He's just pretending to be,
When they
The
get
old.
when he gets to the hospital, they're obviously going to know he did not have a seizure, though.
Right.
Yeah, when he gets to the hospital, he's going to say, "Can I go to the bathroom for a second?" And then he's going to like jump out the window or something, right?
and go catch a train.
Yes, I gotta go back and catch a train.
Or he can refuse medical help because you can do that.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I don't want you to touch me. I'll just live with my seizures.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. There is the ambulance coming for him now. All right, 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Strong, manly guy, can you make some comments and have some conversations with people, please?
We're talking.
Are you talking?
We're in the
You're,
midst of
you're in
it.
the midst of conversations?
Yeah.
Strong,
It's a
manly
very
guy.
strong
I don't like strong,
conversation.
manly guy.
Yeah, it sounds like we're like, that's what he just wanted to be called. I call anybody whatever they want to be called. I don't care. That's what he asked to be
It's
has
a very accepting way to live in 2017.
It is. Call you whatever you want. It has no,
Accept you as you are.
has no bearing on me. Has no bearing on me whatsoever. You can do whatever the hell you want.
I would
Right? It
like.
has no bearing on me whatsoever.
like to
so
be
that's what he
referred
wants to be
to-
called. That's what he wants to be called.
I would like to be referred to as Empress.
Empress, that's
Yes.
fine. You got it.
Thank you.
I got Empress and strong manly guy.
Thank
Anything. Spielberg, you just want to be God? What do you want to be? What? Spielberg Jr. is good? Okay. All right,
like
so now we
that.
got everybody's names right.
I like
too
my
many
stage
characters.
name.
Right. The only thing is you got to call me by my real name, Brad. I don't like
Yeah.
names. Don't call
I
me
prefer
names.
my stage name.
What is your stage name?
Kyle Pennant.
That's not your stage name.
That's my stage
That's the
name.
name that's on your paycheck.
That's the name I go on stage with.
All right, 1-800-529-5465. Lorna. Lorna.
Yes.
Hi,
good morning,
Lorna. Good
Brad.
morning. How are you?
I'm okay. My question is about a child that's 18 years old on the same day that his father's swearing for citizenship. Is that child eligible for being a citizen by his father?
He the day the father got sworn in, he was his 18th birthday?
was his 18th birthday.
All right. Well, this is. You have to be under 18 on the day of the swearing in. Okay. So I guess if you want to be extraordinarily technical, you can get the birth records from the hospital and see what time he was born. Okay. And then see, if he was born in the evening and you know that the father had a swearing-in date sometime in the morning or afternoon, then he beat his 18th birthday by about 4 or 5 hours, I would presume. If on the other hand, he was born at 6 a.m., then he was already 18 when the father naturalized. He's not a citizen. You got to be under 18.
Okay, the next question is the father, the grandparents filed for him and his dad, and the grandparents, they were citizens at the time when they filed for them. How about that?
Okay, so how about that the father just naturalized, though?
The father was naturalized by his mother with his son, but they were both citizens at the time when they sponsored the father.
Okay, that doesn't. Well, I'm confused now. When did the father become a citizen?
At 2012, I think.
Okay, so the father, the grandparents didn't sponsor. The grandparents sponsored. We're talking about grandparents, father, and son. The grandparents sponsored the father. He got his green card.
No, they sponsored the father and the son at the same time. Both of them come at the same time.
I understand that, right? And they both got their green cards, but the father became a citizen on the son's 18th birthday. I mean, under the law, he's not a citizen. You have to be a citizen prior to your 18th birthday. You can make a technical argument that perhaps, if push comes to shove, and let's say, for example, this kid got into some sort of situation where he ended up pleading guilty to something that makes him deportable. I would say, you gotta argue he's a citizen and say, oh well, his birth was later in the day and the father was earlier. He was still 17. He had not turned 18 technically yet. But other than that, let him naturalize.
All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find what time of the day he was born.
Okay. Is there a problem that you feel he's gonna get deported, or he just?
No. I just need to know. That's all.
Okay, fine. All right. If not, just let him naturalize. That to me would be much easier, because because you would end up having a fight, to the death, arguing, what time he was born and what time the father, naturalized, and say, oh, he naturalized on his 17th birthday, 364 days and 22 hours. He still had 2 more hours before he turned 18, technically.
Yes.
But I wouldn't make that argument unless you're in deportation and you're looking at.
No, not that kind of
okay,
problem.
so then let him naturalize.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Who are they calling Fatty?
That's
Cordella's
name.
Is Fatty.
She said it.
Okay.
You have to say it with a Jamaican accent, though. It's not actually Fatty.
Oh, okay.
It's Fatty.
Okay. Fatty.
Yes.
But so you're not actually.
That's my aunt's name.
But you're not calling them heavy.
You're not calling them heavy.
What are you calling them?
Fatty.
Like Fatty means what?
It's just a nickname.
Just means like you're like awesome.
Yes,
like
exactly.
What?
It's like slim.
Slim, right?
Yeah.
You're
not
awesome.
not really.
Right.
What do you mean not really? When you call people slim, it doesn't mean anything.
Oh yeah, it's slim. Yeah.
You're slim. So all these years that you were calling me fatty, and I'm thinking you're calling me fat, you were not really calling me fat.
No,
You've been calling
it's not
Brad fat?
Yes.
I've only known Brad since January. That was a different Nikki.
Little Nikki's low-key a bully.
Yeah, low-key bully. She's a low. She doesn't even admit.
I'm an empress, so you gotta.
She doesn't admit she's bullying me.
She doesn't sound like it, but she's definitely a bully.
She definitely is.
My voice, I get it.
Definitely beats us up.
She's really sweet, but like 2 seconds she could cop like a really bad attitude, right?
I can,
You
but
can,
I suppress my attitude.
You suppress your attitude,
Yes.
right? All right. 1-800-529-5465. One second. Theophilus. Did I get that right? Theophilus? Theophilus.
Theophilus, yeah.
Greek, yes, Theophilus.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I have a question in regards to my becoming a citizen.
Uh-huh.
I first got into this country in 2010, and then I went back to my country. I was stayed for 2 years, and I came back. But the last time I was trying to apply for my citizen online, they were asking me if I travel out of the country more than 6 months.
The answer is yes.
And as a yes. So it says I have not qualified. But now,
correct.
Since I came back 2012 to now, I wanna know if I still qualify or.
So when you came back in 2012, they let you in with your green card. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And since 2012, have you left the United States?
No.
And what month in 2012 did you return?
The day of the Hurricane Sandy.
Day of Hurricane Sandy? Well, I don't know. Remember that? Yeah. That was January, February, I guess.
I think
October 2012. All right. So then you got to wait. How'd you come back on the day of a hurricane? How did the planes flying?
Yeah.
We were the last flight to get into the.
You're the last flight. Boy, that must have been a real pleasure landing at JFK during Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm glad you're okay. So you got to have 5 years continuous residence here. You don't have the 5 years until October 22nd, 2012. So on October 22nd, 2012, that's when you would put in your citizenship.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right.
I was trying to get a Facebook page, but when I touched it in bouncing, it gives me different pages, so I don't know.
Well, I didn't understand what you said. Can you repeat that?
Getting your Facebook name. I was trying to search your Facebook name.
You were trying to say to my Facebook man, that's a strong, manly guy, yes. What were you trying to say to him?
No, I was trying to search you on Facebook, but there was a lot of names under Stephen Bouncing, so I don't know which one is you.
There's a lot of names. The one that says Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein is us.
Oh, it's Spar Bernstein. Okay.
Yes, okay. So on Facebook, if you see a response and it says the Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein, that means it's us. If it's anybody else, then it's obviously anybody else. So you just want, so if you really want the true advice, make sure that you're responding to whoever writes from Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein, okay?
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. All right, that was Theophilus. I don't think he was Greek. I didn't ask him. I don't think he was Greek.
Maybe that was his nickname. He's going with the flow of the.
He's going with the flow of the show. Okay.
Theophilus.
Wendy.
Hello.
How are you, Wendy?
Yeah.
I'm fine, thank you.
What's going on?
I'm calling about to look about a green card and how much would it cost.
You're calling about the green card and how much it will cost?
Yeah.
How do I answer that?
A green card costs
how much does the green card cost? What is it that you want to do? We don't have a printing press here, so I don't print them up. What is it that you want to do?
Okay, I'm married from January. I'm in Maryland, and I would like to get my papers.
Okay. So you're married to a U.S. citizen.
Yes.
Okay. And how did you enter the United States?
I normally travel on a visiting visa.
On a visitor's visa. Okay. And you live with this man, I assume. Is that correct?
Yeah. As my fiancé.
All right. So when you get married, and you're going to get your green card, you're going to file an adjustment application with the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. And you're going to file an I-130 and an I-485 and an I-864 and an I-765, lots of different forms. Altogether, they add up to $1,760 in filing fees. So you have to pay $1,760 for the pleasure of the Immigration Service giving you a work permit in 90 days, a travel document in 90 days, and an interview for a green card in about 6 to 9 months. That is what you have to pay, whether you do it on your own or you go to a lawyer. But if you go to a lawyer, you're going to pay a filing fee plus a legal fee.
Yes.
Okay, so now your question is, what is my legal fee on top of the filing fee? That I would not be able to tell you unless we had a consultation. And I answer this question a lot, and it's because during the consultation we figure out what we need to do to help you. How many hours are going to work on this case? Are we going to work 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, 80 hours? I have no idea. And then once we figure out to our best guess how many hours we're going to work on the case, we give you a fee. Other than that, I'm just making stuff up. I don't like to make stuff up. So hold on 1 second, and we can help you. Hold on 1 second, okay? We'll just have to have a consultation first. All right. So there it is. That's how fees work. Filing fees you got to pay no matter what.
Yeah.
You're stuck with the filing fees.
We agree?
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for any response.
I don't know what to say to that.
You know what?
Yeah.
I've got 4 people here, and I feel like I'm talking to myself.
You're just speaking facts, and we can't say.
I'm just, it's like, you know what? It's like I'm talking, I might as well just put statues in front of me. All right.
But statues can't smile at you and let you know you're doing a good job.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll remind you about your credit score.
Clifford.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Bernstein.
Good morning. How are you?
Yes, sir. A question here. How long does the Border and Patrol Service keep your entry on file?
Forever.
Forever?
Yes.
So that means...
That's in theory, it's forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you
mean,
so much.
sometimes people they don't claim they don't find them, but it's supposed to be forever.
Oh, okay. Sometimes they say they don't find it?
Yeah, but, I mean, they should have it.
They should have it?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Thank you so much.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. That's the number not only to call to get on the radio, it's the number to call to make an appointment with us. We're not just about immigration here, Kyle and Empress and Spielberg Jr. We are about helping people here. We're about lifting people's lives up and joking around too a little bit. But we're all seriously about lifting people's lives up. We want to help as many people as we can. This is a show not about politics. We don't give a crap about politics, although we will make fun of politicians on occasion.
Mm-hmm.
The president?
Like the president. Like
the current president.
The current president we will make fun of just for humor's sake. But basically, we're not here to say right or wrong. We're here to say this is how we can help. This is what you can do to make your life better. This is what you can do to put yourself or your family in a better position, whether it's immigration, family law, accidents, criminal defense, tax. It's helping people. It's a damn good thing, Kyle, that we can help people here. We don't put people down. We don't make people worse. We make people better. It's actually a pretty good thing. It's cool.
Grow and glow.
What?
It's a public service.
Public service. More than a public service. It's a Brad service.
It's a Brad.
It's better than public service.
We
Brad
help
service.
people grow and glow.
Brad service. All right. So 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. You know, and some people are like, "Oh, I just catching on Facebook." I said, "Yeah, but you know what? We've been doing this for 20 years."
On the radio.
On the radio since 19. What year were you born?
91.
91. When you were 8 years old and didn't know what you wanted to do with your life.
No, when I was 6.
When you were 6 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, no, if you were born in 91, I started in 99, you were 8.
I thought you said 20 years. That's 17.
18 years then. It was close. 99 is when...
Some bad math going on in here.
99 is when I went on the radio.
Yeah.
And started doing this with Squeeze. Although I was on a different radio station, technically, for about a month in 96, and then they threw me off. And then there was a hiatus for 3 years. And then I found Squeeze, and then we started doing it in 99 regularly.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, class Squeeze isn't here.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear that.
You and Squeeze start doing it.
We found Squeeze, and
we started
doing it
regularly.
That one actually went over my head.
I want you to know, only a sickhead. I didn't even think I said anything wrong.
We both heard it.
You guys are sickos.
And then I found Squeeze.
Yeah, then I found
We started doing it.
And we started doing it.
I'm glad I was 4 years old, so I wasn't able
Ladies
to
and
catch
gentlemen, that will be the end of our show. We'll see you back in 12 minutes. All right, 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529. We started having a radio show together. I got to make sure I use my words correctly.
Be specific.
Right. 1-800-529-5465. Candy Anderson wants to know, where is Squeeze?
On assignment.
You tell me where.
You tell me where Squeeze. If anyone can tell me where Squeeze is, that would be, that would be just almost as beautiful as USA Credit. Right? Almost as beautiful as USA Credit. Because beautiful credit is
amazing.
It's amazing. And USA Credit does that for you, our sponsor. Okay, so we know that when you call USA Credit Repair at what is this number?
1-800-872-7177.
She said without looking at the number.
That is correct, little Nikki. 1-800-872. Is that what you said? 1-800-872-7177. Oh, we did that in harmony.
Yes, we did.
Very nice, little Nikki.
I know.
We're
Empress.
We are Empress. We're very harmonious together.
How
come you don't hang out with me after the radio show ever?
Because the people they wanna
never hang out with me. You're just like goodbye, and then until the next radio show.
Yeah, I also have a job.
This isn't her only job.
This is not your only job,
yeah.
Right? Okay, fine.
Fair enough that I want to do my job.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna we're hanging out. Then all of a sudden, how come little Nikki's not here anymore? Oh, she got fired. She just hangs out and BS's all day.
She's been hanging out with Brad all day.
All right, so USA Credit Repair, 1-800-872-7177, 1-800-872-7177. That's USA Credit. Beautiful credit is just a call away at USA Credit Repair. And if you're not sure what they do and you want to check them out more, you go to wefixbadcredit.com. If your credit is under 700, you need to get beautiful credit. You call USA Credit Repair. Your credit's above 700, then you're looking beautiful. You don't got to do nothing. But if your credit's below 700, you need good credit. You need good credit to buy a home. You need good credit to get a car lease. You need good credit to student loans. You need good credit to get credit cards or get more money on your credit cards. And now you need good credit to even get a job, because a lot of employers do credit checks, and if your credit is bad, they're going to say either they may think that you're an unreliable employee, or you're an employee that what also they think is that you're a potential employee to perhaps you may be the most honest person in the world and go to church every Sunday, but somebody with bad credit, they may consider you to say, wow, this person may steal from us because they have bad credit. They need money. So bad credit just gives you the perception of being not the best person in the world, and you could be the best person in the world. So why should you give that perception out to people? Call USA Credit Repair at 1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177. USA Credit Repair. Beautiful credit is just a call away at 1-800-872-7177.
Wow. They'll make your credit A1.
What's wow?
That scared me a little bit. I want to go call USA Credit now. Yeah, that terrified me because I don't know. I don't want to not get a job.
Should I check your credit?
No. My credit's fine. It's great.
No, I think you should definitely do a credit check. He's not even looking at you anymore. He's looking at the ceiling.
You know what's very funny? You did. When he said my credit was fine, he looked the other way.
No comment.
He shut his microphone off. Here, call them, please, little Spielberg. I'll call you little Spielberg. See how the perception changes when you have bad credit? Yeah. You're no longer Spielberg Jr., you're like little Spielberg.
It's like a rapper.
That'd be great.
It's actually not a bad name.
Yeah.
Little Spielberg.
Just rap about cinema. Good movies. What were we talking about?
1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177. What happened to Squeeze? We have no idea, Shaney Bay Smith, what happened to Squeeze.
Squeeze has good credit.
That's what it is. Apparently he's got good credit.
He doesn't actually need to work.
Squeeze, it's amazing. Squeeze goes, You know, nobody listens to me. I don't get paid enough. This, that.
I bring my own equipment.
Yeah, I gotta bring my own equipment. But you want to know what? Nobody will listen to you if you don't actually show up to work, right?
That's half of it.
That's half of the battle is actually showing up to work to get somebody to listen.
I'm gonna defend Squeeze.
What?
Maybe he's taking a nap. You know, he needs to rejuvenate himself. He
Take a
doesn't
2-day
sleep.
nap.
He does not sleep.
He doesn't
He goes
sleep.
24 hours.
He does.
Yeah.
Goes to Jamaica on the weekends and then comes back.
Yeah, but also like like he goes out at night to the clubs, and then like
Right.
3 in the morning I see the Instagram at the club, and then at 5 in the morning I get a call from him. Dude, I'm in the gym. You want to join me? I'm like, weren't you just at a club 2 hours ago? I'm sleeping.
He doesn't sleep, so he's.
That's a true story.
This is weird. Christine said Squeeze is stalking.
Stalking. Squeeze is stalking Christine.
I don't know what you meant.
What is that? Squeeze is stalking Christine. Why is Squeeze stalking
See, Squeeze,
Christine?
I know you're listening. I tried to defend you.
Why is he stalking? You know, it's more fun when Squeeze is in here.
And then people just say crazy things. Squeeze is stalking me.
All right, let's go to Greg. Greg.
Hello?
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good. What's going on?
So I've got a L1B visa. My wife's on an L2 and just waiting on her EAD. I'm just curious. So if, I'm going to apply for a green card, but currently me and the manager role, so I should really move to an L1A. My understanding is to get a green card with an L1A is easier than an L1B. Should I change my visa first and then apply for the green card?
Yes, if you can, that would be perfect, because right now you're an L1B. That means you're here based on some technical expertise for the company. And if you're on an L1B, then you got to file a perm application and prove you're not taking a job away from an American worker. If you can switch to the L1A, that means you're manager executive. You're not somebody with technical expertise, but you're managing the operations, or you're managing a department, or you're an executive, or whatever it may be. Now that means your job title is changing. Your job duties are changing, and you have to demonstrate why they're changing your job duties. But if you can do that, and you can now be an L1A instead of an L1B, you skip the labor certification process, you skip the perm process, and you can file directly for your green card. Now, unless you are from India or China or the Philippines, where are you from?
I'm from Canada.
You're from Canada. Okay, so from Canada, there's no waiting list for you would be in the EB1 category. There's no waiting list. So you would basically, once you change from L1B to L1A, you can file your I-140, your adjustment together simultaneously, and if it's all done properly, get your green card in a matter of months.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Best of luck on that.
I know.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Call now with your immigration questions. And what are we going to do? What time is it? Are we going to social media check-in? Do we have a lot of questions?
Just typing to everyone that the questions are coming up.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
And we got to look into this. I just thought of an idea. Maybe, like instead of going, searching through all of we should have a special, everyone has a telephone. Text your question in, so we don't have to read them off of Facebook and you have to go searching through all the questions.
But then they have to, for example, if you're watching this on your phone, now you got to shut it off to send a text.
I didn't think through all the technical difficulties of that, but I just thought of it. Like, wouldn't it be much easier if you just text your question in than you searching through Facebook and like, "Hi, how are you? Good morning. Oh, here's a question."
Yeah, it'd be easier for us,
not for them.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking of us.
Yeah, you're gonna wonder
why. That was so selfish of me.
You're gonna wonder why the views are going up and down.
Yeah. Why did everyone just shut us off? Oh, they're sending you questions now. All right, 1-800-529-5465. You ready for social media? Or are we going to more questions on the radio?
No, we're ready. We have a lot of questions.
All right, Spielberg, wake up.
I'm awake.
You look. You weren't the one who got sick. You look like you were the one who passed out on the
I don't think that guy was sick either, honestly.
He was not sick.
I think he lied.
Of course, he was lying. Even the conductor knew he was lying.
Yeah, for sure.
Just to get out of the ticket.
Yep.
And social media questions.
Social media questions. Here we go.
If someone overstays his I-94 for more than 2 years and has a pending green card application, can he travel with an advanced parole without any problems?
As long as you have a pending adjustment, yes.
Hey, Brad, my status still keeps saying I-765 is not currently assigned for processing, and it's going 94 days. Do I need to be concerned about this?
Yes, because you screwed up the case somehow.
Good morning. One of my friend's mothers got sick with cancer and had to stop working, but she wants to file for him. He's in the U.S. but out of status. Can she still file for him? He is her sole provider right now.
Absolutely, she can. Just because you're not working doesn't mean you can't file for somebody. It just means at the end of the case you need an affidavit of support from somebody else. You know, everyone always thinks I'm not going to file because I'm not working. File. Don't worry about the affidavit of support. You could always get it from somebody else. Oh, and I hope she feels better soon.
And also the number to call if she wants us to file for her?
1-800-529-5465.
All right.
You don't know that number yet, Kyle?
Oh, no, I do know.
Oh, you just wanted me to... I'm not giving it out enough. Okay, 1-800... Thank you. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. If you call that number... we will get you on the radio to answer your questions. You can also call to make an appointment to come see us. And then you could be like, I'm a survivor who went crazy in the waiting room when she goes, Little Nicky!
She didn't even go crazy. She just sat there and stared at me. And I'm like, why is this lady staring at me?
Is that Little Nicky from the radio?
And then Kyle told me that she was commenting that she saw me. So that's when I went in the room.
I could, but I thought, I think the best part of the whole thing was, is like of everybody she comes to see, she was only excited that she met Little Nicky.
She has the voice.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah. All right.
We're going to get to that point where this is like MTV. We're just going to look out our windows. There's going to be thousands of immigrants just waiting.
No, we don't want that because then ICE will come and like, that would be terrible. No, we don't want that to happen.
Every day at 9 and 12.
Big 9 and 12, there'll be a big roundup in front of our building. No, we don't want that.
All right, more social media questions. Good morning. I filed for citizenship. Before that, I went through a nasty divorce, and my ex filed an ex parte order of protection falsely. It was dismissed. I was never arrested or charged. It was done to get an upper hand in the divorce proceedings. Will it be an issue in the interview?
Can you repeat that?
I filed for citizenship. Before that, I went through a nasty divorce, and my ex filed an ex parte order of protection falsely. It was dismissed. I was never arrested or charged. It was done to get an upper hand in the divorce proceedings.
It has no effect on your citizenship. Okay.
All right. How can I go about getting a work permit?
If you go look on the I-765 form, okay, download it. There's an instruction sheet that says who's eligible for it. They give about 100 different ways in which you would be eligible for a work permit. Download, look at the instructions, see if you're eligible in any one of those ways. Or come see me, and then we can talk about it.
I am a U.S. citizen, and I would like to file for an adjustment of status for my husband in a foreign country. He already had a visitor visa, and he wants to come to the U.S. for the adjustment. How much we charge for that?
Well, it's all that coffee, excuse me. If you come to the United States with the intention of getting your green card on a visitor's visa, there is not enough money in the world for you to pay me. You will be denied for misrepresentation. You can come up on a visitor's visa for purposes of getting your green card. Now, listen closely. If you come up and to visit, and then 90 days later, you wake up one morning, you say, maybe I should get a green card. And then you change your mind, that's not a problem. So, let them visit. See me after 90 days.
1-800-529-5465. How long is the adjustment of status process category F2B?
About 6 years.
Can I apply for citizenship with a petty larceny charge?
When was it? You still have... the answer is yes. You're not deportable with a petty larceny charge. I don't know if you were found guilty. I don't know if it happened within the 5-year statute for good moral character. So we would need to know a lot more.
Can someone who was deported in 2000 obtain a transit visa to visit another country if the flight goes via the USA?
No.
I live in Florida. Brad is in New York. If I retain him, how would that work? Who completes the paperwork?
We complete it in New York. We talk to you over the phone from New York to Florida. We email documents back and forth to you. We mail documents back and forth to you. And then you get an interview, and we fly to Florida for your interview. It works perfectly.
All right. How come there's no fine implemented to illegals and have them stay here?
There was, back on the Clinton era, it was 245I. You were able to pay a fine of $1,000, and then if you got sponsored in a job or by a family member, you were able to get your green card here. And the former President George Bush wanted to extend that, and the U.S. Senate actually passed the extension in the summer of 2001. And then everything in the world changed on September 11th.
Yeah.
And nobody has touched immigration since, for the better. And it's been 15 years.
All right. What is the fee that I would pay for adjustment of status?
On a marriage, it's $1,760, which includes the I-130 and the I-45. I'm assuming that based on marriage, but maybe different.
And what is a certificate of dissolution? Please, I need to explain to my friend, what is the next stage, please?
A certificate of dissolution depends on what you're talking about. If it's a corporation, it means the company's been dissolved. If it's a marriage, it means your marriage is dissolved. I'm not sure what you mean by certificate of dissolution.
When you say dissolved, you mean like annulled?
Dissolved.
Like
dissolution.
Okay. Vaporized.
Finished. I'm not sure in what context he's talking about.
And our final social media question is actually a comment/update on the fatty nickname. Cordella wants you to know it is because she's fat. That is why they call her fatty. But we love
so
it is not.
It is not. So after all of that, it's because she is fat.
Cordella, you're the MVP for that one.
She is the MVP for that one. You know what? We wonder why? Because she is confident in her own body.
We love you the way you are.
Right. So to be confident in your own body and to be able to joke about it and laugh about it, it's just a real nice, pleasurable person.
And Brad and Squeeze is a body positive show.
It's a body positive. We don't body shame anybody here.
We don't fat shame.
We don't fat shame anybody here. Although
everyone's fat.
Although I was on the beach this weekend and I did get fat shamed.
That's the perfect place to
by your kids or by strangers?
No, not by strangers. Somebody I was with.
Okay.
Said I was eating way too much. It started to fat shame me. It was quite embarrassing.
I'm like, okay.
And then I looked down, and then I looked down, at my stomach, and then I said, "Yep, well, got a point."
A picture of Chris Christie at the beach, and you felt better.
Yeah, yes, Chris Christie at the beach made me feel a lot better. All right, 1-800-529-5465. We got a few minutes left. Let's go to Garnett. Garnett.
Yes.
How are you?
Yeah, how are you?
Good. What's up?
Yes, I applied for a green card. I got married in the United States. I applied for a green card. Scheduled to get an interview done. Hear me?
I hear you. You applied for a green card where?
In the United States, here.
Wonderful.
And I get my work permit and all these things. But what happened? They scheduled me for an interview to get my green card. They need additional paper. No, I submit those papers, but my work permit went up next month, and I still don't hear if I'm going to hear anything. How long does it take? What's the process? Do I have to
reapply for your work permit again, and it shouldn't take more than a year. So if it's taking more than a year, you have a problem, come see me.
Okay.
All right, so hold on. You need to reapply for your work permit. You don't want to be working here without a valid work permit. Your work permit's up in a month. Go reapply for it. Why it's taking over a year? An adjustment should not take more than a year. I don't know the reason why it's taking more than a year. I just know that you have a problem and you should come see me.
Okay.
All right, hold on one second. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. That's the number to call to schedule an appointment with me. It's also the number to call to get on the radio. 1-800-LawLink, LAWLINK, 1-800-529-5465. Sharon, quickly.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have a family member and you want to apply for a school over here, college. How do you go about it?
You first have to get accepted to the school. That's number one. And then the school's going to issue an I-20 after you're able to show that the person can afford to pay the tuition, room, and board without taking a job. And then once they get the I-20 issued, then they have to go to the U.S. Embassy and prove not only that they have the I-20, they're accepted to the school, but also that at the end of their education, they're going to return to their home country. That's the process.
So do you know of any schools? Do you know?
Almost every school will accept a foreign student. If you're not sure how to proceed, what to do, where to go, hold on and make an appointment to come see us, and we can help you and assist you depending on your needs. So hold on one second, all right? All right. By the way, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
What's the Lionel Richie song?
Oh, is it me you're looking for?
Is it me you're looking for? Somebody said that SMG looks like Lionel Richie. I was hoping that SMG would go, yes, is it me you're looking for? But he didn't get the context. All right, 1-800. I'm just watching the comments. I'm watching the comments go by.
Comment, Lionel Richie?
Yeah, you're Lionel Richie. Not bad.
Mustache.
Not bad.
You got a little mustache, a struggle stash.
Just say hello.
I have like a woman's
mustache. Just go. Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
I don't like you, whoever that person
is. Shirley.
Hello?
How are you?
I'm good.
What's going on?
I would like to ask a question, but
yes.
I don't want to be on the radio.
Okay, hold on. We'll put you on hold. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Egit. Egit.
Hello?
How are you, Egit?
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Bernstein.
Good morning. You got about 30 seconds.
Yeah, a green card holder. First, my wife up here, how long it take for 5 years?
Your green card holder, about 2 years.
Okay, now, make an appointment, come and see it.
All right, hold on. All right, so that's going to be it. What do you think? Is that the end of the show?
It was good without Squeeze.
Ooh.
I'm not even saying.
It was good and Squeeze is without.
Squeeze distracts you.
Squeeze does not distract me. Squeeze adds to everything here.
He adds.
He adds.
But he distracts you sometimes.
He does not distract me. We love Squeeze.
We do. Would have to separate you guys in class.
Exactly.
We would be separated in class?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we would be like the two people in the back that like would always be snickering.
Yeah. And Squeeze would make everything the teacher says gay.
Is that teacher holding the ruler really weird, or is it me? All right, we gotta go.
The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar Bernstein Law Firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LawLink. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LawLink. That's 1-800-529-5465.
Maybe, yes.
Baby, you take me away.